Part two of why I don't think some of these bigger, scarier episodes are my POTS or dysautonomia. I do think it's maybe more likely just epilepsy as a whole or something else going on with my brain, like the intracranial hypertension and or the pressure in my brain, whatever. Because even though my opening pressure was only 18, I had relief for a whole beautiful month after they did the spinal tap. I know that's not typical with intracranial hypertension, it comes back pretty fast, but that just tells me there is some kind of pressure in my brain. I do have a cyst in my left temporal lobe. Anyways, all my symptoms, my big scary symptoms with the super high blood pressure and stuff, are always on the right side. The right sided blindness, weakness on the right sided paralysis. And I'll get like, it's not like the outside of my smushy feeling and outside of like headaches, like my scalp will feel very sensitive on the right side, especially like right by my ear. It's really weird. And that usually precedes an episode. And then my like almost always before a bad episode the night before, like I have really bad pain in my right leg. My right leg is always super swollen, super swollen. I have gone to doctors. I need to bring it up to the current doctor that's actually listening to me, but I have gone to doctors about this for like 8 years. Back when I wasn't even that fat, like I was still overweight, but like I wasn't what I am now. I was probably like 180, 160, 180. And it was like, well, your fat's just disproportionate. I'm like, no, it's swollen, like, and it just hasn't gone away. And I was even looking back on like some of my older paperwork, and it was always, my swelling was always localized, like to the right side with my leg. And like we would drain fluid and stuff when I was in California and put steroid shots in that leg. But like, and they laughed at me when they're like, "Oh, you think you have a blood clot in your leg? Like, huh, how cute." And this, I mean, I understand. I was like, I mean, this was really long ago. I was 25 at the time ish. I'm 33 now, but it's getting worse. Anyways, so there's that. So I always get really bad pain in my leg that precedes like these episodes. Really bad pain on like the right, like my right side of my groin, I guess. And like it's just the worst like pain. And it's always at night. Um, and like after these episodes and like before the spinal tap when everything was getting bad like this, like I would always lean to the right side when I walk, and it's something I'm starting to do now again. Like when I start to like lose my balance, it's always leaning to the right side, falling to the right side. um and then also, aside from my system, my left temporal lobe, the narrowing of my carotid is on the left